If Ben went solo as a DJ, what would his DJ name be?
Maybe now's a good time to plug, but I am going solo as a DJ.
Road, huh?
Okay.
And this is now where, usually I have a soundboard for this show. I don't know, you guys watch the show ever?
Yes.
Yeah,
I love the show.
I'm your biggest
Ben,
fan.
you a fan of the show?
I'm the biggest fan.
I love the show.
So this is usually where the theme song
good
plays. We're gonna have to
angle
put
for
it in post, but it's like it's playing right now. And we're all having fun and hanging out. And then now it's probably ended.
You know,
Yeah.
you know damn well it hasn't ended. It's so long.
No, it's short.
Oh, you
now.
shortened it?
You don't
Oh,
know
okay.
that we have a shortened version. Now?
I'm sorry.
Wow. Guys, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I don't think I've ever been nervous for one of these episodes before.
Wow.
Usually the guests sometimes are a little nervous, which I'm always like, come on, dude, we're just hanging out. But this is the most people that's ever been on the podcast at once, which is exciting.
Big group.
And beyond that, it is I don't have my soundboard, and
We know you like that.
and pretty much that's
You're
a very
flailing.
that's I'm freaking out. It's a crutch for me. Anytime there's a momentary pause, I hit the applause button and get some claps. But we don't have that.
So
we don't have that, so it's just gonna come down to us to fill in, north of an hour because we got a lot of people. But the point is, I'm excited because Treadwell is on the show. Yeah. Treadwell, my favorite band in Los Angeles.
Really?
Oh.
That is so sweet of
Yeah,
you.
well, and I don't.
Well, you just moved
I don't
here.
listen to a lot of bands either. Yeah. But you guys are my favorite, and I want to. I want to get to know all of you, but let's introduce everybody first, just to make sure that the listeners can identify. All these voices on here as Charlie makes yourself comfortable. So we're gonna start down at the end down there.
Hi.
With Benny Lane on the show. Benny Lane.
Benny Lane is in the
What's up,
Benny,
guys?
You couldn't be on the couch for this one. We don't have. I mean, we could have tried, but it would have been squish and awkward. We put you
can
in
squish.
the swivel chair.
Yeah, we
we
can
put you in the
squish.
hot seat. But don't worry, we're gonna make it up to you later.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Now I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. Let me be nervous. Let me be nervous that this goes well, and you just look at my beautiful dog there. So we got Benny Lane down there. We got Nick LADUE, aka Sandalwood, down there at the end of the couch.
Hello.
I really miss my applause.
Sandalwood.
sound effect.
no applause.
Sandalwood.
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 Nick, how are you doing today? How are you feeling?
I'm great.
How'd you sleep?
How did I sleep?
well?
Do I not look good?
No, I was just wondering. No. No.
Because it looks bad.
I know. I've been asking people lately because I understand how that came off.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping well.
Oh no.
Me neither.
Yeah, I was about to ask you.
Yeah. You can tell.
'Cause I could tell.
Yeah, I'm fucking all over the place. Well, all right, we'll put a
No.
pin in that. We'll circle back.
Okay.
Middle of the couch, longtime fans of the program will recognize Macy GOLLER.
Yeah.
AKA Macy Moose.
AKA Macy GOLLER.
Dollar Macy Gala. Welcome back to the show, Macy. How are you feeling?
I'm just always happy to be on the Hunter Davidson Radio Hour. It's my favorite ongoing project in LA.
Yes.
And it's a joy to be on this couch.
Wow.
So I'm happy.
Thank you so much. And then to round it out, we have MIKA STAMBLER, everybody. MIKA.
Yeah.
Hello.
MIKA.
Thank I'm great.
You're happy to be here.
So happy. This is a dream come true to be on the Hunter Davidson Radio Hour, seriously.
You've
So
long been dreaming of being on a podcast.
I have.
This podcast.
So thank you for
Is
having
this-
us.
Yeah, oh, of course. It's my pleasure to have you here. And is this whose first podcast is this? Everyone but me?
This is my first podcast for sure.
Me as well.
Yeah.
I think it's mine, although I did do a radio show.
Okay.
Yeah,
you did
Nick did a radio show
in college.
too.
Oh yeah,
You
I've
we
been
got
on
radio.
a
We got
podcast
broadcasters
before, just
on?
not
Yeah.
this podcast.
Okay, wait. So you guys you form. This is 4/5 of the band Treadwell.
Mm-hmm.
We are
Yeah.
without Gonzo. Gonzo's music at Gonzo's music on Instagram.
Yeah.
And why didn't he want to?
Well, Gonzo is a Muppet, and so normally on Saturdays he has to be taken into the shop to
Yeah.
get some of his like parts resewn.
His wires.
Yeah, one of his eyes was falling off, and it was unsettling to look at. It was painful for him, so he's in the
and
shop.
Scary for everyone else.
It's
And
very
it would've been
scary for everyone
off-putting for guests. Well,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything personal with me or the show that Gonzo didn't want to.
Oh no, it was
here,
also
so to speak.
personal.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
It's both.
Yeah.
And is it have to do with the content or sort of the creator?
A little of both, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. I can live with that.
Well,
you sometimes
Gonzo's like typically on like children's programming and like
Oh.
PBS type stuff, and so the Hunter
Interesting.
Davidson hour is
Yeah.
a little PG-13.
Yeah, but not because
PG-15.
I was under the impression that he was sort of a Andrew Tate manosphere guy.
No, it's just that he's a
No, it's
kids. He's a
PBS.
kids
Charlie,
Yeah.
programming
what
guy.
is it?
Yeah.
Sesame Street won't let him do this. No, the
And-
Muppet Show. won't.
Right,
the
and
Muppet Show.
if his fan base like wound up listening to this,
Yeah.
like they
It
would,
would be a major problem. Is there a
Yeah.
toy down there that she's looking at? By chance?
No.
No, she's just
Maybe-
being
maybe
needy
that
then.
one.
Yeah, let me get her tiger really quick.
What's up,
These
Charlie?
are just, the usual things that happen with the show.
Mm.
She just gets needy. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and we'll do that in post because we can do everything in post.
I feel like this is good
Christ,
content.
Charlie.
I'd want to watch this.
Yeah, we'll probably leave it out.
Cool,
Good
Charlie.
jump.
Very
Good
cool.
jump.
That was a
Very
good jump.
athletic.
That was awesome.
Very cool.
Wow.
Way to go, Charlie. Charlie, you're welcome up here.
But we have a quorum?
A quorum.
Whatever quorum
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Treadwell here, which is very exciting. And, of course, your manager, Beverly Steele, also couldn't be in attendance, but we're thinking about her, and she's fine. She's going to make it here today.
I told her I would crack open a
Yes.
Modelo in honor of her, but it'll be a
And we'll
course.
pretend. And we can honestly change that in post, too. I got AI
Mm.
re-imaging technologies
Nice.
that I'm sort
Oh,
of...
so you do
I'm
a lot
trying
of
to
that
involve
for this?
AI in the show a lot now.
Yeah. You gotta use it as a
good
tool.
crack. What'd you say?
You gotta use it as a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Everyone's like, oh, it's replacing. It's like, no, the real creatives are using it to enhance their
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
Which is
Can't
kind
get
of
left behind.
What
Yeah.
I'm doing. Treadwell, I want to figure out how we all got here on this couch.
Oh.
And because I know
I actually took
Macy.
Hollywood Boulevard.
La Cienega.
And I rode with Macy, so
And how is the traffic out there?
It was fine. I just took a weird route.
Subaru Outback.
Yeah, I took a Subaru
Oh
Outback.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that's a great
Yeah.
vehicle. Very dependable. Motor Trend car. I don't know.
Sorry. Anyway,
okay.
as you were actually saying.
Treadwell, but how did Treadwell come to be? Because people of the show will know Macy,
Mhm.
and I know Macy, and I think it's fair to say I met all of you through Macy. But how did I guess we'll start with Mika. Because I feel like you're sort of central to the genesis of Treadwell forming. So how do we get here?
So great question. Treadwell started in around December, really, but its evolution started many years ago,
Okay.
probably when I started writing music.
While you were in college, high school? When did
High
you start?
school is when I really started,
And you're
and
from?
then I'm from LA.
Okay, you're from Los Angeles. You're an Angelino, a native Angelino. Rare
Yeah.
in this city. Okay.
And then when I met Beverly, which was
Yes.
late college for me, serendipitously at a dive bar in New Orleans, she sort of integrated me into the LA music scene.
Yes.
That's how I met Nick. And then that's how I met Macy. And then we met Ben randomly at
how
an
does
open
Ben come
mic.
into this
That's a
equation?
really good question.
How did you
we
get
met,
here?
We met at like a bar, right? We were friends, and I wasn't doing
You
music
keep
stuff
meeting
then.
people at bars.
Yeah, that's
That's
where you meet
awesome.
people.
Yeah.
I feel like that's sort of like of a bygone era, you know. I feel like are we we could pause again.
No, I
What's
just want. No,
happening?
I'm not trying to be disruptive. I just want him. Can you toss me those? I'm sorry.
That's all good, dude.
Great catch.
Sorry.
I
Really
want to make sure
disruptive.
we're all good. Make
It
sure
wasn't
everything's
supposed to
all
be.
This
good.
is a sports
Just in case
podcast,
you need
anyways.
your
So.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah,
I
are
do
you
need
gonna cut
my Swiss
somebody?
Army. No, I just
Yeah.
I'm cutting yarn. I just do
You
need
gotta
my
have the
Swiss Army knife.
multi-tool on
This
you
is
at all
yeah.
times.
This is
Yeah.
2 episodes in a row that you've been on that you've been crocheting.
It's just my it's
on
my
the
Subway
show.
Surfer. I like having.
No, it's fine. It's perfect.
Yeah, they do it during band practice too, while playing the
Yeah,
bass.
crocheting all the time.
They actually never play bass.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
it's kind of fucking up our whole thing. Wait, okay.
Sorry.
What I was saying
Sorry.
was I was sort of making a really interesting point on technology and the new generation and how like you never organically meet anyone anymore. You know, you never just go out and meet someone. But that's not true. You guys are evidence that
Yeah.
that's not the case.
Oh yeah.
You met at a
Yeah.
bar. You met at an open mic, right? You
I met Mika at a bar. I met
at a
Nick
bar.
at an open mic.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Met Ben at a
and then
party.
How was
And
you guys
then-
all just like
Yeah.
you guys all just fucked with each other?
Well, I think I met all of the rest of you at the same Halloween
It was
party.
the Fuller
if
House
I'm-
Halloween
which is
party.
kind
It
of
was the
crazy.
Fuller
Yeah.
funeral. Yeah.
Wow, I
Yeah.
was there. So
You
we
were.
met.
Yeah.
Not a real funeral.
I think we
Wow.
did very
Yeah.
like yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys
You
were
remember
in
what I
a
was
group
wearing?
conversation for sure.
I had no idea what you were wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, what was your
Oh
costume?
no, I do remember meeting you there.
Yeah, I remember meeting you. We talked about like Band of Brothers in the backyard for a while.
Yeah, I was dressed
Nice.
as my Halloween costume was a
Two
fried
dudes
egg.
talking about Band of Brothers.
Oh, nice.
I was eggs and legs. I was a fried egg
Oh.
with my exposed legs out. And
Okay.
I had just
Sexy.
finished watching Band of Brothers.
Hell yeah.
And was itching to talk about it with anybody who would entertain.
I always want to
Yeah,
talk about Band of
yeah, I
Brothers.
found Ben in the backyard and I said, I think this guy will talk about World War II with me for about 15, 20 minutes here.
That's
and I think I do remember doing that and being like, all right, I'm going to go do a lap. I'll catch you later, bro. Peace out.
The backyard was really fun at that party because
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
main room was really overwhelming. It was so
yeah,
busy.
It
There
was
was
too
so many
too
people there.
People in there.
And I kept, I kept stealing away to the back.
Yeah, the back was nice. Okay, so that's where you meet everyone, and then at what point are you guys all like, shit? We all fucking love to because okay, if I can preface this by saying, I think like music is the coolest thing ever. Like I've always have thought it's just like super cool, and I've always been like, oh, like to just jam with a gang would be awesome.
You trying to join the band? Or?
Well, Hunter should. He plays a very exciting instrument.
I was gonna yes,
bling,
I was
bling, bling, bling.
I played the jaw harp. I did as I was furiously trying to come up with segments for the show. I was trying to think about what we could do, and there was a moment where I was gonna try to audition for Treadwell.
Oh,
but
you should.
You so should.
You should.
That can
I got
happen.
nervous, and I can't. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it today. I do play the jaw harp, aka the Jew's harp, which is sort of a fun mouth instrument. But back on track
Bling, bling,
was
bling.
that I think music. I want to be in a band.
can
And
make
so
that
what is the
happen.
point where you're like, guys, we all fucking hang out, we all jam, like let's take this fucking thing on the road.
Well, I mean,
Am
I
I
remember
right?
the moment for me. It was like Mika and I had been hanging out, and like I don't think like I wasn't like playing shows or anything at that point. I wasn't like really playing guitar, but Mika, someone had like just dropped out of a couple gigs or something, and you were like, please play guitar. We just need like, you hadn't even heard me play. You were just like, we need like someone.
Yeah.
Well, Ben.
Yeah.
Well, I met Ben at an open mic, and I was like, surely he's a musician.
Yeah.
If he's just at an open
But you
mic.
hadn't gone up that day.
But
No, I don't do that.
but he wasn't going to
I think
perform. He
that's
was
so
just going to
cool.
watch,
You're
which I
hanging
think is
out.
super dope.
Open mics are like the best thing ever. It's like the best place to hang out.
Interesting. Why is that?
You're amazing for that.
Just the drama of it. It's like people doing like their
Okay.
first song. Like they've been
Yeah.
like thinking about this for years, and they're finally going up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's such a
That's
such a
good.
wild thing to.
That's
see
interesting because
once
I
a
feel
week.
like comedy open mics are not the most fun
But
place to
it is
hang
kind of the
out.
same like crazy
Yeah.
vibe where
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, and you
People
can
working themselves
they're
Yeah.
shaking,
Yeah.
and it's like the energy is
Right.
just like
I know.
insane.
And it is because you haven't gone up at an open mic, just solo dolo open mic rip. You've not done that.
Oh, I mean, I'm not like a singer songwriter. I don't like. That's not. I just play guitar. Yeah.
Well, I just as someone because you guys have all done it, and so you remember the first time you go up and do it, and is it I remember the first time I went up to do a stand up open mic, I was like, this is it, like the journey starts now, like here we fucking go, the material's ready, and then you do it, and then it's just like and so then now you're 5 years, however long, 10 years into doing it, and now you see people doing it for the first. What's funny over there?
I just think the numbers you chose were funny.
This is like year 10 for you,
How long have you
Macy,
been
or-
playing music?
Not 10 years. Not
10 years of open mics.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Thought I would break out
maybe
by now.
3.
3 years.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
3.
The point is when you see other,
I
it's
guess it
just
wasn't
fascinating
that
to
funny.
see somebody working themselves up to be like,
Yeah.
this is everything.
Yeah.
And it's just an open mic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a?
No,
is
you're
that a
right.
salient
Oh, you're right.
point?
No,
It's a
you're
little
right.
underwhelming, I think, actually doing it the first time. You're like,
So,
oh.
yeah. So then so how does the band form? You're hanging
So-
out at open mics.
So so me and Ben were friends. We were, hanging out, and I was at his place, and then for the first time, and I was like, you have 2 guitars that are on stands
Yeah.
and a bunch of gear. He was insisting for like weeks that he wasn't a
You
musician.
don't play any music.
Ben's
Well, like,
so
I
good at
played
guitar.
music and stuff,
You're a
but like
hobbyist,
I wasn't
though.
like doing shows or anything for a long time.
But you were in a band before this.
I was
This
in
isn't
a
your first
band. No,
Yeah.
no. Oh, well, I was in a band in Vermont for a long time, and I played in bands.
What would you call that? Playing music?
No, I hadn't in like a long time.
Okay,
It wasn't
and
like
then you-
oh, what is this guitar? Like, no, I took it super seriously for a long time, and I was in a band in Vermont, and we just like broke up for dumb reasons, and I was like,
What?
fuck this, I'm
Egos,
out.
what happened?
Oh,
That's
it was
also very
like Beatles
fascinating
stuff.
to me.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's interesting that happens on every level of band.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It just fascinates me.
Oh yeah.
You're saying he was on a different level than the Beatles?
Yeah, I think I am saying that.
just
well,
clarifying.
I guess that leads into the next question, which is like, what's the is there sort of a Yoko of this sort of group that's threatening to pull this band apart at the seams? Like, is there any trouble in paradise, so to speak? Or we can
No,
move on
none
if
of that.
you don't want to discuss it on a public forum. We can move on.
Next question.
Okay, wait, but I feel like we still haven't finished this fucking story. God damn it. I'm freaking out. Open mic. Ben does play music. You have been in a band before. Is this your guys' first
Yeah.
band?
This is my first
Your first band? You've been in a band.
I've been
before.
in a band,
Okay,
yeah.
Mika?
Pretty much.
Okay, all right, continue.
And then what happened next? Well, we played those 2 shows, and it was awesome. And I was gonna just do those like 2 shows, but it was like the coolest thing ever, and it was so much fun. And I
Okay,
don't know.
so you were originally a temporary guitarist.
Yeah,
This wasn't planned to be a full-time gig.
It took a couple iterations to get to this, for sure.
yeah. Well, and like I'd been going to see like Mika's shows. Like I was like a
Yeah.
fan of the band before. Like it was before it was called Treadwell, I think. Like
Yes. Wait, because
But-
I kind of remember
Yeah.
because you two played the Laundry Day
Oh
variety
yeah,
show,
that was really
last
early.
October. Yeah,
Treadwell.
and I think that was the name Treadwell was starting to get tossed around, but it was still just you two at that point, I think.
Well, and Gonzo.
And Gonzo.
Gonzo.
But
But he
Yeah.
had Muppet surgery.
yeah, it was
Right.
probably one of those days, yeah.
Felt transplant.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple buttons didn't take.
Okay, so how does and then I'm trying to go through the timeline of this band. Then you guys just start fucking jamming. Like, what's
Well, yes. Well,
How does
Mika
Macy
came
get
on
into
my
this
tour last summer doing photography for a bit.
Okay.
And we were talking about her music for a while, and it was like me, Gonzo, and her. And then we were like, well, when we get back, we should start like playing together. Yeah. So then it was like the three of us, and then we had a fourth, our previous guitarist, and we did like 3 shows.
And we fucking hate that person, right? We don't.
Yeah, I won't name that person.
He's a chiller.
No, he's great.
No,
Yeah, he's great.
We love everyone that has like been a former member of the band for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pete Best of Treadwell.
and then you guys needed a bass player. You're like, we don't have anyone.
We
playing
had
bass.
2. We had made it through multiple bass players before we got to Macy too.
And why did
But
those
no
other
bass player at a
players
show.
stick?
Actually, Beverly was our first bass player.
right? And she doesn't know how to play bass.
No.
Nah, she doesn't know how to knit either, so it didn't really work
Yeah.
out.
The crocheting Foley sounds, and let's all just take a moment to listen to them.
All right. I think
Weren't
that's-
really provided by the other
That was just for the audience.
weren't really provided by the other bass players.
And then, did you know how to play bass? when
No.
you- yeah.
I never played bass. I still do not own one.
Wait, whose bass do you use?
Gonzo.
No, they literally just crochet at rehearsals. I'm telling you, it's a problem.
Fucking up the feng shui of our whole vibe is off.
Yeah.
Okay. But now the band, okay, you get Macy in. Macy's crocheting on stage, making everything look good. There's starting to feel like a cohesive sound is emerging from Treadwell. And I want to talk about how we're going to get into the nitty gritty a little bit before we go back to being silly and fun. Like, talk about real fucking music shit. How did you guys... Don't laugh, dude.
I just love you. I just love you. Talking about some real fucking music shit.
Get into it. First of all, I just watched Grizzly Man like 2.5 weeks ago.
Nice.
Oh, good, you're prepped.
Good.
What'd you say?
You're prepped.
Yeah. I did my homework. And awesome. Maybe my favorite documentary.
Amazing
ever.
film.
So
Yeah.
sick. Go watch it at home if you haven't seen it.
That's all of our favorite movie, right?
I haven't seen it.
I know it's in your letterbox. You haven't seen the
Yeah,
film?
it's in my top 4 on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I saw
wow.
that.
Yeah.
Why haven't you?
I'm not really watching
They hate
movies
movies.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like movies.
Can we get into this for a second? What the hell? Why?
You gotta sit for a long, long time.
I can't crochet.
No,
Pay attention to it.
Yeah, it's hard.
crochet.
I
Watch a
always
movie?
need another activity to do.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
need
always
my
use my
substitute
movies
for-
for drawing time or like being
Wow.
productive in some other way.
Yeah.
That's wild.
They're not cinephiles like us.
No, I'm really
I know. I love to
I was a
just
film
watch
major.
a movie.
Yeah,
I love watching
don't.
movies.
I mean, I'm gonna just try to move on from that, and
A
not
lot of people are
be
trying to
stuck
move
on
on
it
from
for
that.
a
Yeah, it's
while.
a big fight between
What is it about that? Because it's an incredible movie. For just a quick synopsis, a guy basically feels deep in his soul that he is a bear.
Wow.
And so he's going to spend every summer for like 13 summers in Alaska at a bear sanctuary, essentially, trying to...
Grizzly bear sanctuary.
Yeah. Big
Scary
old
kind.
grizzlies.
Yeah.
Big, mean boys. And he's going to try to become one of... I think at some point... Actually, I do remember, because there's one scene that made me laugh very hard where they're talking to like a anthropologist or a psychologist or something. She's like... I think, based on his diary entries, I think personally that he was probably trying to mutate into a bear, based on the fact that he wrote in this
Wow.
in his last entry, "I am trying to mutate into a bear." I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good insight there. But it's a fascinating film, and I'm curious what about that movie, because first of all, the music in that movie is also great song selection in there. But what about Grizzly Man and Treadwell was like, that's our... Because I think it matches the vibe that you guys have. What was it about that made you...
Hell yeah.
Yeah. How did it come to be?
Well, really, the reason why that kind of became our band name is because it was the first thing that me, Nick, and Gonzo connected over.
Nice.
I would say is just our love for that movie, and also, my dad is a journalist, and he actually slept in a tent with Timothy Treadwell
Cool.
to cover the story.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fucking
Oh, you didn't
sick.
know
I
that?
didn't know any of that. Wow.
Wow,
That's
that's
so
Treadwell
dope.
lore, dude.
That's the lore. So it's kind of to honor my dad in a way.
Oh, I love that, dude. That's really sweet. And then, so how would you guys describe your sound? Because I think of it as pretty
Good.
folksy.
Yeah.
But there's some contemporary. I'll let you guys take it from there. Those are all the words that I know.
I feel like we all go back and forth on this. I would call it alt country or folk country something.
Nice. I like alt country. That's kind of fun.
I go folk punk, Midwest emo,
Oh, cool.
LA Midwest emo.
That's so funny.
I like that. I feel like I still kind of can track what it sounds like through that.
Yeah.
And what is the, is that just that's always what you guys have sort of gravitated towards listening to and playing? Like, how did you settle on that?
Well, I played banjo in the band, so I think I'm bringing a lot of the folk,
Yeah,
a lot of the country element
yeah.
to it. And then we got electric
Bass is
guitar.
strictly a folk instrument. I don't know.
Well, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Me and Macy are bringing
Yeah,
the
I
folk.
feel like, come on. Yeah.
JK.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who are your fucking influences? Who are your favorites?
My number one is Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty good.
Fuck yeah.
Mika, do you think about like Taylor Swift when you're writing lyrics? A lot of times T Swift comes to mind for me. Like, when I
Yeah.
think about your
Interesting.
songwriting.
I love Taylor Swift. I'm a huge
OG
Swiftie,
T
actually.
Swift, like country era 06.
I don't
Swift.
even know that, like, for
No?
me, and I'm just talking about your, like, obviously it's not my songwriting, but, like, the kind of, like, the topics you choose to focus on and, like, the sort of, like, structure and, like, four chords, choruses you can remember, like, kinds of, like, in, like, storytelling, like, which I feel like Taylor Swift is using, like, across the years. I don't know. I think about T Swift when I think about your lyrics and your structure.
Well, thanks.
Would you
I
consider
appreciate
yourself?
that.
Would you consider yourself a Swiftie?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw she just got all the rights to her music back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you guys feel about that?
It's
Yeah.
going back to the
Pro
studio.
label, yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It's gonna break the studio model.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
I'm worried about the studios.
Yeah. How are they feeling?
Yeah.
Lit. All right. Well, so here's the thing, guys. I have prepared a segment, and it's some of frankly, I'm not gonna say it's the most work I've put into a segment, but I
Wow.
think it's pretty good.
Wow.
I think you guys are gonna like it a lot. Chris is excited because I actually put work into it. So should we? You guys want to should we move into that part?
Let's do it.
segment of the show.
I'm in. I'm scared.
Okay. So there's gonna be a quick break right here. Okay, and we're back. Woo! So let's see. Some of you, Macy, you've seen a couple episodes of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys have probably seen Instagram reels of the show at some point or
Yes.
whatnot. Basically, we like to have fun on here. We like
yeah.
to fuck around
I'm
and have
having
fun.
so much fun.
And Mika, you graciously filled out the guest intake form.
I did too.
And so did Macy.
Yeah, I'm pretty on top of my shit.
Thank
I
you
meant
for that.
to.
And so basically, Marissa crafts these guest outline things before each episode so that I can kind of craft sometimes they're games, sometimes they're more PowerPoints that I sort of present to the audience. Today it's a game.
Woohoo!
And so you said in your intake form that being in a band is kind of similar to being in like a committed relationship. Would you guys all agree with that?
Absolutely.
For sure.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. You guys
And
think that. That was more of a casual.
it's more of a situation.
Yeah, I didn't know we had labels like that.
Nick Sport says being in a band is like hooking up with someone now and then.
Yeah, it's like more like a poly.
It's like having a lover.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
FWB
Yeah.
type situation. And Ben, would you say that you're sort of like the boyfriend of Treadwell?
You know what? Yeah, I would. I would.
That's really cool. That's exactly what I was hoping you were going to say. So you guys have all heard of the Newlywed Game, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not.
So today
I'm
we're
so
playing the Newlywed Game.
That's me.
Woo! For the applause.
Yes.
go. So this is the Newly Ben game. The Newlywed game. It's like a game where like a new couple like they'd sit down. They both have a piece of paper, and then somebody would ask them like who's the funny one in the relationship, and then they both write an answer down, and then you turn it over, and it's supposed to be like, well, if you guys are really connected, then you'll have them all. You'll be on the same page every time. So this is the Newly Ben game. So it's gonna be sort of like that, but since you're kind of the boyfriend of the group, it's gonna be there's gonna be a question, and then you're gonna like obviously write down your answer, and then they'll all write down their answer, and then we'll flip them over, and then we can like discuss and have fun. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
I love it.
You guys like this game? All right.
I like it.
Cool. Pens at the ready. Everybody has a writing utensil. Everyone has a paper. Here we go. A THDRH exclusive game show featuring Treadwell. The Newly Ben game begins now with question 1. Who is Ben's celebrity crush?
Ooh, I gotta think about that one.
Interesting. And honestly, Ben, if you want to, you can put down like 2 or 3 names.
I'm gonna
if
put
you
down
want.
a few.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and then I can just sort of, I guess, vamp what you guys think. I guess I can talk about like my celebrity crush.
Yeah, would you please?
Who? Gosh, it's interesting. Well, first of all, this isn't my celebrity crush, but did you guys see that Sydney Sweeney's selling her bathwater?
Yeah.
Pre-order?
did,
yeah.
I think that's kind of interesting. Do we all have an answer written down?
I have one. But I think I want like one more.
Okay.
Okay.
How's everyone doing?
I like know their face, but I don't know their name.
Keep it small because there's 11 of these questions.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
11, maybe 10.
Dude, I'm blanking.
I need to-
Blanking.
I like that it's mysterious. I like that this is hard.
It's tough to tell.
Hmm.
Who do I think has been hot lately?
Does it have to be someone
Let's
like?
see,
Can it be? I'm not gonna ask this,
Yeah.
so my answer will work.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
I watched Die Another Day, the James Bond movie with our buddy Lance a couple days ago, and Halle Berry was in that. 2002 Halle Berry.
What a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Lord Almighty. Do we all have an answer?
I have mine.
I have one.
All right, Ben, flip your sheet.
Grimes, but like 2010
2010
Grimes.
Grimes.
Oh, yeah.
Nick, what do we have?
I said Sophie because she's an
Okay.
actress. Sophie.
That's kind of a similar vibe, though. No,
I
Way to
also
make me look
said
really
Sophie.
bad.
Sophie, his girlfriend.
Sophie, as in his girlfriend.
She is an
Which-
actress.
Why didn't you say that, Ben?
Sophie.
You put Sophie over his girlfriend,
Set up.
and you put.
I put Tom Cruise.
That's a really good. I have been talking about Tom Cruise a lot this
That is
week.
good.
Did you see the new Mission Impossible?
I haven't yet, but I'm dying to.
It's good, dude, and Cruise looks great. He really
Yeah.
does.
Come on, of course he does.
Wow, that was a frame
Yeah.
job from Nick and Mika there. That's
wow.
Oh, you said Sophie too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
She's
Nice
gonna see this
stab.
for sure. I'm gonna make sure she sees this.
Treadwell 1, Ben 0.
Well, she's a celebrity,
right.
so
All right, question the second. Who would play Ben? Oh fuck! In the biopic.
She didn't even spell it right.
I did it. God damn it!
Not even close.
That's supposed to say Lane. Who would play Ben in the Lane biopic? I wrote this before you told me which name
We'll
you wanted
fix
to
it in
use.
post.
Yeah, fix
Yeah,
it
I
in
will.
post.
I actually will fix that in post.
Mm.
So yeah, this is fun. You guys can think about that for a little bit. If I was gonna have a biopic, it would probably have to be Gaten Matazzaro, the kid from Stranger Things with like the weird teeth.
Is he like the weird brother?
No, he's like
the
Dustin.
curly hair
He's
one.
Dustin, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I love that
Dustin
kid.
yeah.
Dustin would smash the 100 Davidson
Yeah,
biopic.
right? Don't you
Oh
think he'd
my
be great?
god.
I also think Chalamet could do it. After seeing him do Bob, he could do it.
Chalamet could play any of us.
Chalamet actually would be a great 100
Yeah, I don't know if he'd be the right pick, but he
Okay,
could
I have it.
do it.
Oh, good.
Macy's got an answer. Nick have an
I'm
answer
cheating.
over there?
I do.
Mika's got an answer?
I got an answer.
Ben, we have an answer?
I have a hopeful answer and then a realistic answer.
All right, let's flip it,
Aw.
Ben. Let's see what you
That's
got.
So I would want to be played by Oscar Isaac, but I
Nice.
think I would be played by like a CGI de-aged Al Pacino.
All right, Nick, what do we
I
have?
almost wrote that down. No.
He almost wrote on CGI.
I said an early Nick Cage,
Yes.
Oh, I kind of like that.
like 80s
Okay.
Nick
Awesome.
Cage. Yeah.
Okay,
That'd be
Macy.
awesome.
I said Jason Schwartzman.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
because people
mustache.
say that too.
Yeah.
I said Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
actually
Paul
never
Rudd's
gotten
that's
that
good.
one before.
Yeah,
Like
that-
friendship, Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
Paul
I'm
Rudd.
flattered.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
flattered by
Friendship,
that.
Paul Rudd.
Are you Jewish?
No, I'm not, but I get that a lot.
Yeah. Well, the Schwartzman comp is fascinating. That was a fun one. Okay. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
with my
thanks,
own
guys.
question.
Okay, that was fun.
That's a good one. Okay. Question the third. If Ben was a fictional character, who would he be?
Wow.
Me personally, probably Chandler. I low-key think I could be Peter Parker or Spider-Man. Like that's probably wishful thinking, but I think I could do Peter Parker.
I was in a conversation the other day where people were saying like the quickest way to know if someone is like a terrible fucking person is if they say something like, "I'm obviously the Chandler in this situation."
Obviously the Chandler.
That
I'm the
came up.
sarcastic.
That's how you know to like run. Okay.
You got an answer written down over there?
I got an answer. I put
Wait.
This is
Hold
tough.
on. Yeah, hold on.
Whoa,
Hold on.
Yeah,
Whoa,
we haven't
whoa,
even
whoa, I'm sorry.
guessed.
Are
you
we?
guys go first?
Yeah, I was gonna say we got to make sure that our contestants
What
have
on
it down
earth?
first.
We just need to write something down
Yeah.
first.
Let's see who else I think I could be. I wanted to be Dash from The Incredibles when I was a kid. All right, do we have answers written down?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ben, let's flip that paper. What do we got?
Well, I put Ben Kenobi, like from A New
Nice.
Hope, and for a long time I thought I was named after Ben Kenobi. My dad told me that, and that's just like not true.
Who are you named after? Franklin?
Like no one, it was just like a name.
Ben Franklin.
It was just like around. Yeah.
Like no one.
Yeah.
Ben Kenobi from episode 4, the old
Yeah.
wizard in the
Yeah,
sand.
yeah.
Okay,
When they're like,
interesting.
"Oh, old man Ben."
Yeah.
Like that one.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Nick?
So have you seen the show Reno 911?
Yeah.
So the main guy from that.
The main cop.
Yeah, the main cop.
So he's a cop.
Is
I
that
just-
a compliment?
It is.
Funny.
It
You
is.
guys both have that
They're
good
very
mustache.
funny, and he wears like short shorts and has a mustache.
Yeah.
Okay. I
And
have
is-
one
is
of
like
those
a
two
silly
things.
I like that pick, Nick. I like that
Thank
pick.
you, thank
Macy?
you.
I said Marnie's boyfriend from like season 1 of Girls.
What?
Oh, Christopher
You
Abbott.
see me as Charlie?
Yeah.
From season 1?
Yeah, I feel like
That's-
wild.
I
that's
see
good.
you as like
Charlie.
I don't remember.
Christopher Abbott.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Pretty
compliment.
strong.
I
Yeah.
see you as like someone's boyfriend and you're trying to like make sense out of chaos.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean-
that's good for. Yeah, I agree. I
He's,
like
Treadwell
that.
works for
he's
the
Treadwell's boyfriend.
He's a really layered character. Like
Just
I mean,
like-
season
just like Ben
5,
You're like an
episode
onion.
6.
I see myself as like a season 5 Charlie.
Well,
Oh.
I haven't, well, here's the thing.
I
I've
haven't
only
gotten there.
seen season 1, so I had to say it because I didn't know how he evolves. So just it was better for me to clarify season 1 because that's all I know about.
That's still wild.
And Mika?
He's
Who
gonna
we
be thinking
got?
about
Well, I also said maybe someone from Girls, but I couldn't put my finger on who. But or Mr. Peanut Butter, I don't know from BoJack.
Ooh,
Good.
that's way meaner. I feel like.
This is fascinating.
You kind of have golden retriever. Like,
Yeah,
kind of energy.
he does, and he gives Mr. Peanut Butter specifically
Yeah, I don't know, you're like-
Mr. Peanut Butter energy.
You're a lucky kind of guy.
Wow. Well,
It's your positive
thanks,
vibes,
guys.
perhaps. Is it Mr. Peanut
I'm
Butter
learning
kind
a
of
lot
like
about
annoying
myself.
though? Like, don't people
Yeah,
not
he
like
doesn't,
him?
like-
He's
Well,
related.
juxtaposed with BoJack, but I think he's lovable.
He is, yeah.
Great character.
Okay, we'll move on.
Cool.
This one's a drawing one.
Oh.
There's 2 correct answers.
Okay, what is Ben's favorite emoji? And you can put down both of them. and
Okay,
figure
I know,
either
I
I
one.
don't know how to draw it.
That's
It's-
fine. You
It's
can
like
write
a tough
it, I
one to
guess.
draw.
'Cause
Wait, you
we'll
don't
have
know how
to
to
describe
draw
them
it?
from
No, I
audio
don't know how to
listeners.
draw it.
That
Do
makes
you?
me
I thought it
feel
would be
like
fun
it's
if
something
the
else.
video
Oh,
listeners got.
well,
yeah.
I'm choosing a different
Fuck.
one. I guess.
Okay, so
This is a really easy one for me.
Does everybody else have one locked and loaded, ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, flip it.
I've got 2. Okay, well, so I wrote. I didn't know how to spell it. I didn't know how to spell orangutan. Is it? Yes. So I crossed it out and wrote monkey.
Yeah. But
let me
like
see
the
the.
big
Can I
one
see
that's,
the?
like,
Oh, you
sitting
didn't draw.
Yeah, he just looks so chill.
Yeah,
It works
he
for
is
like
sick.
every situation.
He is dope.
And then the other one's the troll.
Nice.
Oh, I
He's a fun
love
one,
the
too.
troll.
All right, Nick, what do we got?
I did the one, not a good drawing, but of the cowboy hat, the one with
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
howdy.
emoji
That's a
with
close
the
third.
howdy.
that's a fun
Yeah.
one. Mace?
I did the sunglasses one because Ben sent me
yeah.
that one
Yeah,
earlier
cool.
today.
Yeah.
But then I did the
Nice.
the ape, but I should have done the orange sitting orangutan. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
the gorilla
yeah.
on the move.
Got
So
it, yeah.
I was wrong. But also
That's a
I
good one.
wrote Ben makes his own emojis, and I did that sort of squatting eagle
Oh.
dog type thing.
Oh, the
Use.
stickers. Yeah, I
The
love
stickers.
those.
Ben
Yeah.
loves
I use a
stickers.
lot of
You do,
stickers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like weird looking dogs.
Yeah, I got a lot of.
Yeah?
This girl.
Oh, you gotta
yeah.
send me some.
Yeah, I will for sure. Mika.
Okay, so mine are spot on.
Oh,
I have the 8,
Wow.
and I drew it.
Whoa.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna need to take a
Pop
picture
it
of
up.
that.
I mean, this doesn't. It doesn't look like. Yeah, I have a hole in my shirt. It's.
What was that jump? Macy got in there.
I got her.
You gotta be careful around Macy, dude.
Yeah, little fingers.
They
yeah.
find the gaps. Wow, so you
So,
got it on the board there. You
It's
got a
the
point on the
8,
board.
and then the dog that Ben uses a lot. It's like a bit really fluffy, weird looking dog.
I love that dog.
He's like
Yeah.
kinda like nice job, dude.
Yeah.
Points on the board finally.
Nice.
Question the 5th. What song perfectly describes how Ben acts in the bedroom? See, the list that I took these questions off of was split into like segments.
Whoa.
The second one was like scandalous questions. And so this is off. This is the only scandalous one though. But I thought it was kind of fun. You guys know you guys are musicians. You know lots of songs. With
Should
fun
we do a
songs.
Treadwell song?
You know, lots of Treadwell.
Yeah, should it be a Treadwell song?
You could do like a normal song and then like a Treadwell song. I don't know what Treadwell song would.
I know.
I don't know what normal song.
Super Freak.
I wrote down Poker Night by Treadwell. I think it's pretty
We're
self-explanatory.
contestants ready to flip.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Poker Night by Treadwell.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I wrote 2. I wrote a Treadwell and a
Yeah,
non-Treadwell.
and did you not write it?
That would be both. That would be both categories.
That would be both.
Of,
Okay.
of course
Yeah.
it would. My Treadwell one is Jeremy Allen White.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Obvious reasons.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
My non one is Sexy and I Know It
Hell
by
yeah.
LMFAO.
That's kind of a bet. Kind of
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, Mason.
Okay, so for Treadwell, I also wrote Jeremy Allen White.
Wow.
Because I feel like Ben is famous and sought after
Sort of,
and
yeah,
admired.
Interesting.
But truthfully, normal song I did. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare because Ben is
I'm just a kid.
Yo.
Ben is 19 years old, and as far as
That
the
is
conversations I've been having with his parents, not ready to take that sort of step with people.
Oh.
And sort of just focusing on like school.
Honestly, like, thanks for cutting into that. It's really difficult, like, being a, like a public figure and being so frequently sexualized.
Yeah,
And reminding
you're-
people, like, I'm still.
You're just a
Yeah.
kid.
What was it like being in 8th grade during
Life is a
COVID-19?
It was a lot of, those were dark days.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, we'll move on. Question the 6th.
what about Mika?
Yeah, what about
My
Mika?
bad,
I know
my
Mika
bad,
got
my
some
bad.
crazy stuff.
Okay, so I wrote an essay. No, so I said "Like a Rolling Stone" by Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know.
Well,
Ben's a
elaborate.
Rolling
Kind
Stone.
of a
I don't know.
Interesting.
Kind of a freak.
He's a rambler
Yeah.
a little bit. And then I said "Forgetting Everything I Said" for the
'Cause he
Treadwell
doesn't, like,
song.
listen to his
Because-
partners.
That's
Because-
wild.
I think Ben's like a little bit of a heartbreaker. So
Yeah,
What?
Oh.
You are, dude.
Yeah, as the Treadwell boyfriend, we're all distraught.
Ben's the Yoko.
Was I the person we were all?
Next question.
All right, question the 6th. What is Ben's biggest fear?
Oh.
Oh.
For me, it's probably failing and spiders. I crack myself up, man. Fucking A.
I saw a really, really big spider the other day, but I actually think it was a dream.
Oh.
That's almost worse.
Yeah,
It's weird when that
get-
happens.
I normally get spiders in my dreams when I'm stressed.
Really? Is that
Yes,
true?
yes, and my mom does too. It's like something we can both try. It's like spider in my dream last night, and we're like, okay, are you okay?
Dude, holy shit.
And it was
that's
a
actually
big
very
one. It was a big
fascinating.
furry one.
Ew, dude. Have you ever seen a tarantula?
I saw a tarantula yesterday, actually, at work.
Wow.
On purpose? Or?
Yeah, they brought one in.
You got paid.
They
to
bring
look at it?
reptiles into my job sometimes.
What do you
cool.
work at
Oh, yeah.
Science Alive? What the fuck?
It's not a reptile.
It counts. Like crazy little critters.
Yeah.
All right, do we have answers?
It's a crazy
Yep.
little kid. That's true.
Ben?
It is.
My actual fear is rats. I really don't like them. They
Nice.
freak me out.
Yeah. Grimy little guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick?
I said snakes.
Mm,
It's kind of going more like
Good
Indiana
guess.
Jones vibe.
Well, I appreciate
yeah.
that.
Dude, do you have a fedora?
I wish I did.
He's got a whip though.
Because you have the leather. Because you have a leather jacket.
I have a satchel too.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Ben has good style.
Dude, I'd
Thank you.
love to see you as
Thanks.
Indiana Jones. All right, Macy.
I said a group chat without him.
You're so right.
I feel
about
like you
that.
wouldn't
You're
like that.
so right about
I feel like if
that.
you learned there was a group chat out,
It's, like,
you'd
too
be
real.
like devastated. Well, yeah,
That is
fear is very
terrifying.
real.
No, you were so right about that.
Like, you'd
that would
hate that.
freak me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mika?
So we shouldn't
Do
tell
we
you
have
about
rats
the
on
one.
there?
I said his ops.
Nice.
Oh.
You're scared of your ops, dude?
No, I'm not scared of that.
He just has them.
So far through 6 questions, Mika has 1 point. Everybody else has 0.
I guess I did. Yeah.
But we're having
I thought
fun,
we were
right? Fun
friends.
check.
We're
We're
having
having
this
fun.
is good.
You got the orangutan, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Question the 7th. What is Ben's favorite Treadwell song?
Oh.
Yay. My favorite Treadwell song is Poker Night.
Wow.
But I also
yeah.
Classic.
really
Basic.
do like Jeremy Allen White.
Aw, thanks.
Of course.
No worries.
For sure. What?
No, I was like, no worries.
Oh, I think I said the worst.
No, I didn't say that.
All right, we'll cut that.
I said something
Miscommunication. I don't want the audience to think that I have bad hearing or
Yeah,
something.
that'd be embarrassing. It's just no headphones.
You locked in over there?
I'm locked in. I'm ready.
Okay.
Nice.
I wasn't.
Are you cheating over there? Do I
No,
need to get
I
privacy
wasn't.
I'm
folders
feeling
out?
some glances.
I wasn't. I was looking somewhere else. Wait, I accidentally wrote the word glances.
Oh, and then you wrote the same answer as me.
Really? Well, it's 'cause
Oh,
it's
fascinating.
because we both know Benny Lane.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Ben.
So I put dandelion / forgetting everything I said. I think would be my 2 favorite.
You're here.
Okay. Nick.
I said forgetting everything I said.
Hell
Macy?
yeah.
I said forgetting everything I said.
Hell yeah.
I said Colorado Bridge.
That would be a third.
No way.
Yeah.
You're just being nice.
That's great.
Now
That means we're all
everyone's- no,
tied
for
up
real.
at 1, guys. Now this is a real competitive match.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. Number 8. Who does Ben think is the best driver?
Oh,
in
I know.
Treadwell?
Really? You're that quick with it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you can say yourself if you think that's the answer.
Oh, wait, we can't say. Okay.
You can say yourself if you want.
Oh, I thought you meant Ben can't say
Oh,
himself.
Ben can say himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he absolutely can. Yeah.
Easy.
We're all locked in.
Uh-huh.
Ben.
Nick. Easy.
Nick?
I said Ben.
Wow.
I said Nick.
Let's go.
Mika.
I said himself, Ben.
All
Wow.
right. Macy takes the lead. 2-1-1.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, Nick, how do you feel about that? Being
Feeling
bestowed
good,
that? Yeah.
but a little disappointed that I didn't say myself.
Yeah.
Because
Why
I was
didn't
really
anyone
thinking
say
that.
You gotta believe in
me?
yourself.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely not Mika.
Just
It's
because
not Mika.
no one's ever
Not
experienced
Mika.
that. I've just never seen that happen.
Gotcha. Okay, here we go. Moving
I
right
don't know what
along.
that's
Yeah.
like.
What sports did
Oh
Ben
no!
play as a child?
Oh no!
As a child going up to what age?
We'll cut it off at
Yeah,
high school.
because that changes my answer.
Okay,
so.
I didn't play any sports in high school, so that
Okay,
doesn't-
so whatever you played before.
But you
that.
played stuff as a child.
I played stuff as
Like what?
Like what?
Well, that would give away the nice try.
Check this shit out.
That would have worked on me.
Check this shit out.
Okay.
Oh man.
I keep doing like slashes, and then if one is wrong, I cross it out right before.
Oh,
I did that last time.
interesting strategy.
I did for the last one. I did Nick.
Were you a good
slash
test taker?
Ben. Yeah, I'm a really good test taker actually.
We got answers.
Yeah.
Ben.
I didn't write it down. I
But
did
you
like
know
I did
it.
like a semester of like every sport that you can think of.
So no-
believe it
So
or not.
PE.
Yeah, so like none. No, but like after school, I would like do a sport for like a semester and be like, yeah, I
Oh,
hate
okay.
this, and then like
Yeah.
Like you would
Awesome.
join a team.
yeah,
And then hate it and then drop out of the team.
yeah.
And you did that for like 9 different sports.
Well, like several.
Soccer, basketball, baseball.
Not basketball. Baseball when I was really young. Yeah.
Would
I don't
you
know.
maybe say like soccer was the main one though?
When I was when I was in like elementary school, does that count?
Like, is this question just?
But
a
like
walk?
baseball was like a
I'm
bigger
pretty
one
sure
for
nobody
you.
wrote everything down. as an
Soccer would
answer.
be yeah.
Well, I wrote soccer / tennis. Did you play some tennis too?
I never played tennis.
All right, I accept not receiving
So
this
what
point.
did you put?
I think the sport that
played
I stuck
soccer?
with the most was like cross. What's it? Cross country.
CrossFit?
Cross country. CrossFit. Like cross country and track and field. I did for like most of.
Nice.
Okay. Nick, what do we have?
I said baseball.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Mika?
I said
All
baseball
American.
and tennis.
tennis.
I also
tennis
said
and
soccer/tennis. Yeah. I
How
said
do you
Alright.
feel being perceived as a tennis player?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, you got country club vibes.
Yeah, it's that country club. It's that Zendaya energy.
Yeah, it's the challengers.
I think
Question X. What is Ben's go-to dance move?
Oh, I know it, and I can do it,
Oh.
and I can do it.
Okay,
We
yeah,
should.
so you'll write
Yeah.
it down, and then we'll say it for the audio, and then you can demonstrate it.
We've
Um,
already done this before. We all got in a line and like we're like, this is my impression of Ben
We made fun
dancing.
of Ben dancing.
We didn't make fun.
Hey.
I wouldn't say
In
we
the other
made fun
group
of it. No, we did it in front of you and we made you watch.
yeah.
A
That sounds
desert
right.
spot.
I remember that.
I don't know how to describe it, but I could like do it.
Okay.
I feel like I've done it like on this episode.
We're good. All right.
Yeah, I'll
3, 2, 1. All right.
Everyone nailed that.
Was that it? Was that
Yeah,
the
they
move?
nailed that. Yeah, I was gonna do a little more like.
Yeah, it's a little more back and forth,
Sometimes
maybe.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All
Variations
right.
of
Everyone's
that.
at 2, or no? Macy's at 3, and everyone else.
I
is
would
at
say I'm
2.
at 3.
Hell yeah.
Okay, home stretch here.
And I'll just say that I titled that dance as Shoulder Head 1-2 with cheeky smile.
Fuck yeah. What are the other descriptors?
I said bouncing with shoulders up a bit.
Yeah, I said moves my head and shoulders.
What do you
Yeah.
say, Nick?
Shoulder move.
Yeah.
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 Sick.
Yeah, everyone got that.
Yeah.
It's in the shoulders.
That's awesome. Number 11. If Ben went solo as a DJ, what would his DJ name be?
Maybe now's a good time to plug, but I am going solo as a DJ. No, this is like a serious thing.
Wait, really?
Well, not like going solo, but
But
like
you're
starting
you're
to launch
DJ?
a
I have a DJ
career?
set now. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh!
Fucking go!
Did I not tell anyone about that?
I mean,
mentioned
I
that
feel
once.
like I knew
No.
about
I didn't
it.
know about that.
World premiere. Okay,
So
you
you're
can
leaving
write
Treadwell?
down your new
Yeah.
DJ name.
I'll write it down. It's an old DJ name that I'm bringing back.
Oh my god.
This is so
Wow.
awesome. This
Okay,
is
I
as
know
good
it.
as I could've
So
ever
after
imagined.
Treadwell sets, catch Ben
Wow, spinning the ones and
Spinning.
twos. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, Ben.
Your laptop is low
Yeah,
battery.
yeah, we'll make
okay.
it.
I just wanted you to know.
Thanks.
Should I say my answer first?
Please.
Nexus 6. Like the guys from Blade Runner.
So sick, dude.
Nice.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nick, what'd you have?
I said DJ Dog from Dune 1984.
That's
really
good.
good.
That's
Very
good.
close.
That's good.
Another great answer, Macy.
I said Benny Spins.
Ben
good.
spins.
Mm.
No,
Alright.
no, Benny Spins.
Benny spins.
Yeah.
Benny, yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
I
Alright.
Benny
said
sings.
DJ Benny Lane.
DJ
Nice.
Benny
Okay.
Lane.
I would do
Fine.
I like
Nexus
Nexus.
six.
Nexus
Yeah.
6.
That's
Awesome.
really
Yeah.
cool.
That
Makes
was
me think of
good.
space.
Yeah.
Same.
It's the
Are
guys
you-
from Blade Runner.
Are you gonna do like techno? Like what's
Yeah,
the
what's your
vibe?
set like?
What's
It's
the
like
vibe?
Very
Crystal
cool.
Castles type stuff, like that.
What if I
energy.
have no idea what Crystal Castle?
You don't know about Crystal Castles?
No,
You know
Marissa-
about Crystal
Marissa
Castles?
clearly
Hell
does.
yeah.
Could you sort of like acapella give us a taste?
like no. Like I don't know what that
Okay,
would.
this
It's
sucks.
like
Okay, fuck that.
I don't like.
Well, this is a podcast, so
Yeah.
if you could try.
dance, monkey,
Yeah.
dance.
You know the Crystal Castles songs. You know they're like.
Obviously, some people here don't.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And
what
maybe
you're
some
saying.
listeners
There isn't a
don't
way to
either.
like. There isn't a way to like do this.
Describe
But like,
it. I'll play 3 seconds of one in the episode, I guess.
Yeah. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's cool machines. It's machines making noises.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Cool.
I'm pretty
Knockout.
stoked to watch you, dude.
Yeah, it'll be
'Cause you
it'll
know.
be fun.
Would you have a gig lined up?
Fucking
No.
And now everyone
But-
in Treadwell has a solo project.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Holy fucking hell.
Nexus
That's awesome.
6.
Everyone has these like really cool singer-songwriter things.
No, it's cool, man.
Oh, don't diminish your DJ.
Oh, no,
right
I'm
now.
not. I'm not. I'm stoked about
Get
it.
Gonzo's a
humble with
rapper.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that we have one question left. This might have been the last question. We'll see if we have. I think there's one left. Nope, that was the last question.
Wow.
That was nice.
Well, that was
Wow.
prescient.
What'd you guys think? Did you guys have fun?
That was
I
so
did have
fun.
fun.
That
I
was
had
really
a lot
cool.
of fun, and I
Yeah.
loved the PowerPoint and the way it looked and the questions.
Thank you. It's pretty good Photoshop, right?
Really good.
Really, really good.
I didn't know it was Photoshop. I thought it was a picture
That was a
you
real
took.
picture I found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty good with computers.
Yeah.
Macy, I think you won that game.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Congratulations.
What do I get?
I think there was some cheating involved.
I don't
yeah.
think so.
There's some cheating.
I don't think so.
I don't want to be a snitch, but
I feel like there wasn't. So mainly just happy to have won fair and square.
I didn't have a prize for this one, but I think you can feel good knowing that you're like that much more connected to Benny Lane.
That does feel pretty
Which is
good.
kinda cool.
Yeah.
I'll remember.
Thanks, Ben. Me too.
Guys.
So does this mean instead of Ben being Treadwell's boyfriend, Ben is my boyfriend?
I think so.
Wait a minute.
I feel like everyone.
Wait a second.
I feel like everyone's cool with that, right?
I think that just happened.
I don't want to say
that just happened.
necessarily, but actually that could be something that Sophie is not. angry
And Sophie's actually here.
Guys, you're all you to get. There's a saying that I've heard, which is that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I don't really understand what it means, but I'm pretty sure it means something like when you're all together, it's really good, but also separately you're also good, but it's I don't
think it means that.
I don't have any idea what it means.
I think we're only good together.
It means
Is
like
that what it
you're-
means?
Yeah.
It means like better together. So
Yeah.
The whole is
it's sort of like
greater than the sum of its parts, or isn't equal?
I think it's the whole is greater.
I think
Greater.
greater. Yeah.
Like much greater.
Well,
Like,
so this is a
yeah.
bad segue.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah.
Well, I love watching you guys all together when you're a band, but you're all off, as we've just established, doing your own cool things by yourself. So I'd like to spend the last portion of the show here sort of just like hearing about that. We can start with MIKA STAMBLER. I hear that you are you doing some documentary stuff right now? What's going on, MIKA? Tell me about it. Tell us.
All right, I'll plug my documentary, Deep Dive, about a dive bar in New Orleans.
Okay.
It is a project that I made a little while ago, and it's just like a quirky short documentary, and I love making quirky short documentaries about the mundane parts of life.
So cool.
But that sounds that sounds awesome, dude. And are you doing any solo music stuff?
Solo music stuff. Well, I write a lot of songs, and some of them are a little bit like more slow and sad, and I don't bring them to Treadwell practice. So
Because you don't want to bum everybody out.
maybe, yeah.
That's like our one rule.
Don't be a fucking bummer.
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
practice.
You can be a lot of things, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll explore collaborating with others, or like just continuing to work on my own other songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe a jump where you sort of lay down your songwriting acumen onto a Nexus 6 backtrack.
That'd be
Oh.
so
Sort of
fun.
like-
That'd be crazy.
In my head, I personally call that sistercore because that's like the only music my sister listens to. It's like house beats with like, but also like singing like kind of a sad song.
Yeah.
So cool.
I think you could kill that niche. Just something to think about. I don't know. I got a lot of ideas.
Really?
Macy Moose, you got a new song out.
I do. It came out yesterday.
Plug that shit.
Essentially, you can listen to it. Yeah.
Essentially.
Nick produced it, and Gonzo produced it as well. And then our friend John plays the upright bass on it.
And it's called
Mother Tundra. You can go
Aw.
listen to it. And my mom called me the first time I played it for her. My mom's usually the first one to hear all my songs. And I played it for her. And I was like, this is like a vague song about like mother-child relationships. Like, it's not about us, just so you
Yeah.
know. And then it totally is.
Right.
And she's like, oh, cool. And then she called me on the phone like a few days ago. She was like, Macy, like, is this about us? And I was like, I mean, I suppose in an abstract way you could think of it like that, but I wouldn't say so. So I'm like,
It's funny for a child to show their mother a song about mother-child
Yeah, it's like-
relationships and be like, it's just generic.
I know.
I'm drawing from other experience.
Yeah, and there's really pointed lyrics about like situations we had about like, you know, like our house and stuff,
Yeah.
or
But But it's a beautiful track. It's
Thank
a
you.
lovely song.
Thanks.
Mother Tundra by Macy
It's
Moose on
touching.
all streaming platforms.
Yes.
And well, we'll get into it here. You got a tour coming up.
Yeah, Nick and I are going on tour with our solo
Nick?
project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really
What's
fun.
the dealio with that? Give me the scoop. Give me the lowdown.
Yeah, we're going on. We leave Wednesday.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not sure when this is coming out.
This will
but-
come out before then.
Okay.
Wow.
So
slow.
before. So yeah, we have a show on Tuesday, which is our LA send-off show,
The
and
farewell.
we're playing 13 shows, and we're going all the way out to Michigan and back.
All across the country.
So
Brighton,
yeah.
Michigan. What date is that show?
June 22nd.
Yes, June 22nd.
22nd.
And that's at my
Yeah.
mom's coffee
Michigan.
shop, which will
Yes.
be really
Macy
fun.
and Hunter are both Michigan people.
We are both
so-
Michigan. There's
269.
a lot of Michigan. 269. There's a lot of Michigan people that listen to the show,
Yeah.
guys. If you're around Brighton,
Oh yeah.
you better go to that gosh dang show.
Yeah, you
It's a
should
great
come.
time.
And
a
it's
great
a-
freaking
It's
time.
a beautiful venue. Like my mom and my brother have like built it together, and Sky Christoph is also playing, and he's such a
Hell
good
yeah.
songwriter and a really good friend, and that's gonna be a really really fun show. And like the coffee house is launching this series of like kind of like NPR Tiny Desk-esque type
Nice.
recorded concerts, and this will be the first one. And
Oh
Wow.
yeah,
I'm just like I'm
dude.
very proud of them and really
Oh,
excited
yeah.
about what they're doing.
That is so exciting.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
wow.
really happy for them.
Coolest thing
Yeah.
ever.
And my brother's having a baby, so you can meet his
Whoa.
pregnant wife.
Wow.
You can be there.
Oh,
No,
pregnant
there's
wife.
but they said
better.
that by the time
Almost.
we get there. That's so weird, Hunter.
Yeah. What was that, dude?
Mazel tov to your brother.
Thank
Mazel
you.
tov, yeah.
Yeah, wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Nick? Any other songs you want to plug?
I don't know. Well, Good Tree, my other band, had their EP come out a month and a half ago.
Okay.
And we played a live show at the Hotel Cafe, and we're going to drop that live album in the next month or so.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. So
Hell
I'll plug
yeah.
that.
So be on the lookout for that. And
Yeah.
finally, Mr.
Hi.
Benny,
Hi.
Nexus 6.
what's up?
Not much. How about you?
Hanging out, dude.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Just fucking
honestly.
chilling.
Just, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Just I just finished Girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lena Dunham.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I
my
was a
celebrity
big fan.
crush?
Who?
You guys want to guess my celebrity crush?
Yes, I do actually.
Yeah.
Adam Scott. Of Girls.
Guess.
Wait, that's
Adam
Oh,
Scott's
I
not
have
a
a
guess.
everyone.
I think you they're thinking
Driver.
they're-
I have
yeah.
a guess.
Adam
I was
Driver.
gonna
Yeah, it
guess
is Adam
Desi.
Driver.
Adam Driver.
Wow.
Wow.
Long face on that guy though, huh?
I love it.
Kind of a elongated sort of face.
Adam Driver and
Cool
Girls.
voice though.
Wow.
It's like the pinnacle.
So you liked Girls?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really good. It's like one of the best shows of all time.
It was a lot
What
of
was
fun.
that one thing you said to Ben one time, Mika, when you were like, is so much in the world of girls that I'm excited for you to experience.
yeah, like, out of
I didn't
nowhere.
know you were talking about the shows.
Yeah.
I was really excited for Ben to watch the show Girls, and so I
Yeah.
sent a text in the group chat, and I was like, Ben, there's so much for you to be excited for in the world of girls.
Yeah.
But that's why you always have to say, you always have to say the show Girls.
HBO Girls.
Girls HBO.
Girls
yeah,
HBO.
yeah.
Yeah. I was
fun.
talking about Girls HBO.
What's next on the old watch list for you there?
That's a good question.
Oh, dude, I wish you were on the show every week.
Let's see. I just started It's Always Sunny.
You've never seen it?
No, this is my first time watching it, and it's
Wow.
like some of
Jealous
the
of
stuff.
you.
It's like, ooh, you wrote this like 20 years ago, and then it's like, fuck, this is so funny.
I think
And,
it's
yeah,
the funniest thing that's ever been made.
It's really good.
It kind of
Um,
holds up.
It
I don't
really
know.
does.
Even those early
It's
episodes they're crazy,
It's
but they
incredible.
kind of hold up.
So good. Damn, I'm jealous of you. I wish I could see that for the first time
Yeah.
again. When's the first Nexus 6 set, dude?
That's a great question.
Oh, we're not booking yet?
Maybe Sunday, maybe another time. I don't know.
Sunday.
Hopefully Sunday.
You should do it after the show.
Yeah,
I would like
maybe.
that.
Maybe even before the show. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Yeah, this isn't like a thing I came on here to promote. This is just like a thing.
Yeah, he came
been my
on here
main
to
takeaway.
promote Nexus 6.
It's so cool, Ben.
actually, so.
But
Well, you know, once we're gonna move, I think the new space we move into might be a little bigger. It might be a little more open. so
Parties?
So I mean, obviously, we're freaking
Next to
party
6
that,
shows?
But I'm
Hell
also
yeah.
kind of hoping that like maybe someday we bring all of Treadwell back. We get some fucking light instrumentation
Musical
in there.
episode.
Yeah.
What
Do our
about
little own 100
maybe
Days of Radio Hour
there's
kinda
sort
stuff.
of a moment now for your audition.
right now.
Please.
I okay. You have to give me
Please.
2 minutes to go find my jaw harp.
Okay, I can
Yay.
wait.
Do it.
We are inviting a bagpipe player into our band.
Yeah, we
on
like
Sunday.
extras. Yeah.
So
what?
And I really want you to play on one of my songs one time.
Just
too,
for
Hunter.
tomorrow.
yeah, we have a mini opening song before
We
our
talked about
set.
in the group chat you're not in.
Oh, guys, we're supposed to tell them about that.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no, our friend Chase is gonna play bagpipes on Sunday. So
For what song?
just for his own
I think
song.
just to he's gonna like be like our walk on.
He's gonna like warm up the crowd.
Oh.
because I was like,
okay.
Yeah.
if we're not
You like
playing a
that?
sea shanty this time, we have to have some kind of like weird new
Yeah,
thing.
we can't just like.
Yeah, that's
play
exactly
our-
what I was
our set.
thinking.
Yeah.
Or
I
else
don't
it's just
know.
like bread and butter. You know?
Okay.
It's like too classic.
So
Big breath.
this is a big moment, and I just want
Hold this for me.
to make sure that everyone is being honest and not telling Hunter it's good just to make him feel good. But
course.
this could really impact our band.
So it's sort of a rhythm instrument mostly. So what I'll do is I'll play a little I'll play quarter notes
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do maybe 4 bars of those.
Cool.
And then maybe I sing.
Yeah, I
something.
think you should
Sounds
probably
great.
sing after.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's he gonna take? Oh,
Wow.
and now sing. Now he's going to sing.
Yeah.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, na, 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 the needle and the down. That's all I know of it, though.
Yeah!
You're in, dude.
That was incredible.
Wow.
The first half sounded like that sounds like the music that like a frog would make.
Yeah. That's kind of why I like it. It's
Yeah.
kinda like fun
I
and
really
fun.
liked that
Yeah.
instrument.
It's a cool instrument,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In Big Thief, they use a mouth harp.
use really
What's it gonna take?
Yeah. Noah
What's it
Linker.
gonna take?
So yeah, if you guys ever thought it is pretty quiet. I haven't. That was good. I sort of haven't
Thank you.
figured out how to like increase the volume
You just got to be Mike.
with the jaw harp. So I think if we amplify
Yeah.
it, it could
You just
be.
gotta be mic'd.
It could be a fun.
Yeah, does that have a
addition to some
pickup, or-
songs.
I would love for you to
Is there
come
a
and
pickup on the jaw harp?
I don't know what that means. I fucking wish so bad that I knew what that meant. And I could look
It would have been really funny if you did know what that meant. But
Hunter, I would really like it if you played that with us sometime.
Dude, it would be my dream and my
What song
pleasure.
do you think, Mika?
Yeah, what would that sort of compliment?
a folkier one.
Oh, the dum 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 dum. I remember my bass part. too.
Greyhound Friend?
Yeah, it's Greyhound
Yeah.
Friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Du, 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 du.
Jaw
Yeah.
harp along that
Yeah,
one.
you would be so good at Greyhound Friend.
Yeah.
And you have there's a Treadwell show tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So I'll try to
Tomorrow.
upload this tonight/tomorrow day, and it'll be out. If you're in Los Angeles, it's downtown at the Slipper Clutch.
Yeah.
7:30?
Yeah.
7?
Something like that.
Yeah.
sure.
In the evening, get down there and hang out and
Yeah.
friggin' mess around.
free.
That's the it's a free show.
There's a bunch of other cool bands playing.
A lot of cool
Yeah.
bands there. You guys will play, and then
Benny Lane
Nexus
DJ set.
Six.
Yeah,
Nexus
maybe.
6 DJ set.
And
Maybe.
it's presented by Sunday Brunch Collective, which
Wow.
is our manager Beverly's
Yes.
event company.
Who I'm sure will be making an appearance on the show soon. I
She
think
better.
not
Yeah,
super
she
happy
should.
She will.
that
She will.
Yeah.
That'd be a good episode.
That'd be a really good episode.
Yeah, and I'd like to get all of you back on not all together so I can dig into it more.
I want to come back
The weeds.
really
Yeah,
bad.
for
This has
sure.
been so
Yeah.
fun.
For sure, yeah.
Please.
I think that went pretty well.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
Thanks for
can
having
we
us.
announce that
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
releasing a song also?
Oh, yes. Okay, please, please.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, June 20th.
Oh,
Is
is that the? Nice.
A Treadwell recorded. That's what's
confirmed
happening
date?
after.
Yeah, I didn't know
that was the day.
after this is not that.
Oh.
After this is our photo shoot.
Oh yeah.
You guys do cool shit all the time.
Wait,
Wait, what's the song coming out on the 20th?
Poker night.
Poker Night. My
Poker
favorite
Night.
song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Treadwell Poker Night, June 20th. Be on the lookout for it. I'm sure we'll all be posting about it then. Is there anything else anybody would like to say?
My brother's also looking at buying a house.
If you know anybody.
Cool. In Michigan? Or?
In Michigan, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually
But the
pretty
market's
sick.
not great right now, so he might wait.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
If anyone's got a house, they can email you, right? Yeah, and you can pass it along.
I am doing real estate on the side. Thank you guys so much. This is so much fun. I love you guys. You're
Thank
so
you.
cool.
I love
And,
you.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
on, and we'll be back soon.
Yay. I can get mine. Yeah.
Show is about